Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel for the love of cars. First of all, for those who don't know who I am, this t-shirt can give you the answer. And for those who've already visited before, thank you for supporting me through this long journey. Now let's move to the car that we're going to see today. It's none other than the newly launched Kia Carens Clavis EV. Let me show you the key of the Carens Clavis EV. This button is for lock, unlock. If you press and hold this button, you can start the car, and this button is for boot opening. If you regularly followed my channel, you must remember that I had reviewed the ICE version of the Clavis a month ago, and I had also mentioned in my video that there would be an EV version of the Clavis coming in a few months' time, and here it is. So in this video, we are going to be seeing what's different in the EV version over the ICE one. Let's start looking at the front profile of the car. You might not notice many changes over the ICE version that I had reviewed a month ago, except for one big change, and that is a charging point at the front. And here, in place of a white or yellow number plate, there will be a green number plate because it's an EV. The DRL running light bar that runs across the front of the car remains unchanged from the ICE version. And most importantly, I had mentioned in my ICE review that the closed off grille tells us that the EV version is coming in a few months' time. And here it is. Let's start with the side profile. A major change over the ICE version is that the ICE version had 16-inch wheels with a different style. But here we have 17-inch alloy wheels on the Clavis EV. Let's move forward. We also see the camera on the ORVM for the 360-degree camera parking feature, which even the ICE Clavis had in its top variant. Even roof rails have been retained in chrome and black. I don't know if the camera can pick this up, but this car is available with an amazing ivory matte color other than the gloss available in the ICE version. Let's start looking at the rear of the car. Before we start, please pardon me for not having the best of angles to show you the rear profile because of the lack of space in the showroom. Let's move forward. An important badging here is the Carens Clavis EV badging. The EV badging has been added because this is an electric version. The Kia logo remains the same. The connected light bar still remains an amazing looking feature. It's good to see a rear wiper as well. And we also get a green number plate. Rear parking sensors are standard on all production cars available in India. I'll show you an element because the car is charging here. Can you see this green light blinking? This will indicate how much the charge level of the car is. Since they've just put this car on charging, it will take a few hours for it to top up. Now, let me show you the interior because it's majorly what's changed on the Carens Clavis EV. I'm going to step into the driver's seat of the Kia Carens Clavis EV. And here I am. The door doesn't show much changes except for this ambient lighting strip which looks good. Let's move inside the car. If you look at the central console, do you find something missing? Yes. Is the drive selector stock? The answer is it's moved here next to the steering wheel, and even the start stop button is here. Drive, neutral, reverse and parking mode are on the stock, freeing up the central console to have a floating type of function. We'll look at more of the central console later on. As for now, let's move on to other elements. It's good to see that the steering wheel remains largely unchanged from the ICE version, except for the paddle shifters, which help in your regenerative braking technology. The technology offers 4 levels of mild, mid and strong. In the strong level, you can also get one pedal driving, which is you don't need to use the brake pedal to slow down the car. You can just ease your leg off the accelerator and the car will slow down on its own. Let me switch on the car for you. And here we are. Here is the 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster of the car with 2 analog dials merged into the screen, which looks really amazing. And shifting focus to the 12.3-inch infotainment screen of the car, which has wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and also has inbuilt navigation. It's good to see this big 12.3-inch screen on both sides. We also have this touch control AC panel to switch the AC on and off. We also have many other buttons here to set the temperature and other settings. It's good to see rotary knobs for easier control. Now let's move forward. Here are some charging options. Here is a USB type A, a 12V port, and another charging socket. A good to see feature is the wireless charging pad of the car. So in the front, you get 4 charging provisions and there will be even more at the rear. The hazard light button comes as illuminated. It's good to see this fabric touch element. Now let me move to that side to show you the glove box, speakers and some other elements. Let's start looking at the center console. Let's open the storage. We have 2 cup holders. They have a resizable function. What does that mean? When I press these 2 buttons, 2 flaps come out so that I can easily store smaller bottles as well without them moving around in the cup holders. It's a really nice and thoughtful touch from Kia here. We also see the armrest. The storage is not too wide or long but is quite deep, so I can store a half-liter bottle here. The armrest is in navy blue color, which is a nice contrast from the otherwise beige and light off-white color of the car's interiors. Let me show you the glove box of the car. It doesn't seem well sized for an MPV that the Carens Clavis is, but you can keep your basic supplements and the other things that you would need while you're out on the road. One important thing that I wanted to tell you is that I am sitting in the second from top version of the Carens Clavis EV. So the adjustment for the passenger seat and the driver seat is manual, but on the top variant you will find 4-way powered driver seat along with manual height adjustment only for the driver's seat. The passenger seat will only be manually adjustable for back and forth and recline. Now I'm going to be moving in the second row of the Carens Clavis EV. You might be noticing, just like the ICE version, that the door area is so big. Let's move in. One important element that I need to tell you is that, as you would remember with the ICE version, the display car that I shot with had a captain seat option and it was also available with the bench seat. But the EV does not have a captain seat option and is only available with the 7-seater bench version. So let's get into the details of how it fares on comfort. The seats can be reclined using this lever to make yourself comfortable, and they also slide back and forth, although not to a very big extent. I get a big armrest here. They should have put cup holders here for some more added functionality. Here is the blower control for the AC vents that are present on the roof, and we also get an air purifier. In typical Kia fashion, the controls will be visible once the car is switched on. Now I'm going to show you how to get into the third row of the car. Since the car was switched off last time in my ICE review, so I could not show you the electric tumble function. So here it is. This opens up a wide aperture for me to go into the third row. So you need to mind your leg when you take the seat back and lock it. With the middle row seat set for a 6-footer to sit comfortably, I as a child obviously have ample space in the third row, but even 2 adults will not have any problem sitting for long trips in this row. One important feature is, by pulling this lever, I can even recline my seat for added comfort. An important convenience feature for people sitting in the third row is that AC vents and a cabin light have been made available to you. As I was not able to show you the sunroof of the car in my ICE version review, I am going to show it to you now. I am going to open the blind using this switch. Back it retracts. And now I am going to open the glass. Here we go. And this is an amazing feature available on the Carens Clavis on both the ICE and the EV versions. So let's close this. and there it shuts. Now I'm going to be talking about the engine, rather the battery specifications, because this is an electric version of the Clavis. An important thing to note is the battery pack is present in the wheelbase, which gives you approximately about 200 mm of ground clearance. So the Clavis EV is offered with two battery options, a 42 kWh battery and a 51.4 kWh battery. It's important to note that these two battery packs are shared with Hyundai and Kia. Hyundai uses these two battery packs in their Creta EV. So let's get to the specifications. The 42 kWh battery pack offers 133 HP of power and 255 Nm of torque, and the 51.4 kWh extended range battery pack offers you 171 HP of power and 255 Nm of torque. The range figures for the smaller battery are 404 km and for the extended range big battery are 490 km. Pricing for the Carens Clavis EV ranges from 17,99,000 to 24,49,000. Now coming to the final verdict. Is the EV version of the Carens Clavis worth your money? So I had already given a very good rating to the Carens Clavis ICE version, and I don't see it changing with my review for the EV version. It is full of features, practicality, and it also offers good range which alleviates any of your concerns on going on fairly long trips. So let's come to my signature Thumbsometer. Excellent! This car is way beyond my expectations for a 7-seater mass market EV. Also, a fun fact, this is the only mass market 7-seater EV that you can get under Rs 25 lakhs in India. Thank you to all the people who have reached till this point in the video. If you liked my content, please hit the like, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any of my content, and please share my videos with friends and family to spread the word. If you have any doubts about the Carens Clavis EV or any other car that I have mentioned, please drop your doubts in the comment section below. If you have any car buying queries, you can also drop them in the comment section and I'll be happy to revert to you. Now, your young car enthusiast Ayan is signing off. Vroom!